Alright guys, today we're going to do Unit 8, Lesson 11, create box and whisker plots. So I can create a box and whisker plot from a data set, and I can identify the 5 parts of a box and whisker plot. So today's big takeaway is being able to create them. We did this last year during remote learning, and I know that that was a really long time ago, and remote learning was hard then, like it's hard now. So we're kind of doing a little bit of 6th and a little bit of 7th mixed together. So the first part says label the parts. So you've got a vocabulary bank. So I know that my first quartile from the lesson yesterday is right here. I know my third quartile is right here. So they make up the ends of the boxes. The maximum is the largest number. The minimum is the smallest number. And then the median is in the middle of the box and whisker plot. So the median is right here. All right. So let's review median. So median, the first thing you have to do is you have to put those numbers in order from least to greatest. So if I'm looking at my data, I see 109. Then oh no, I don't. I see 89, then I see 109. Then I see 125. Then I see 137. Then I see 149, 158, 172, and then 189. So the first step when you're trying to find the median is to put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Then I cross out on each end until I find the number in the center. And in this case, I have 2 numbers in the center. So I have to add them together and divide by 2. So I have 137 plus 149. And I'm going to divide it by 2. So I end up with 143 as my median. So if you notice, you have the same number of numbers on each side. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on the left side of the median and 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on the right side. Median's talking about the middle of the data set, so the middle information. All right, so when we're making a box and whisker plot, the first thing that we have to do is put the numbers in order from least to greatest. So that's always that first step, is putting the numbers in order from least to greatest. So I see a 2, and then 1, 2 4s, no 5s. I see 3 6s, 2 7s, an 8, a 9, and a 12. All right, so my first step is going to be to find the median. So once I've got my information, then I'm finding the median of my data. So I know my minimum and my maximum, and then I'm trying to find that middle, the center of my data. So when I cross them off on each side, I end up with 6 as my median. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers ahead, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers behind. So that means that exactly halfway through my data. Then I find the median of the lower half of my data. So that means I find the median again. I have 2 numbers in the middle of my data. So 4 plus 6 divided by 2. So I got 10 divided by 2. So that means the center of my data is 5. So I have 1, 2, 3 numbers in front of the 5, 1, 2, 3 numbers behind the 5. Then I'm going to do it again. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I have 2 numbers in the middle. So 7 plus 8 divided by 2. 15 divided by 2 gives me 7.5. So I have 1, 2, 3 numbers in front and 1, 2, 3 numbers behind. Then I'm going to plot my data on the I'm going to plot my data on my number line. So my minimum's at 2. Then I have 5, 6, 7.5, and 12. So one thing I want you to notice is there are 3 numbers, 3 numbers, 3 numbers, and 3 numbers in each section of your data. So that 6 is counted twice only because it's the median of your data. Okay, so there are the same number of numbers in each section. So the box makes up the center 3 dots, and then you draw out your whiskers. So the range is 12 minus 2. So your minimum minus your maximum. So in this case, it would be 10. My interquartile range are the edges of my box. So that's going to be 7.5 minus 5, and I get 2.5. And we're going to talk about what that means and why that's important, but we just need to be able to find it. So your range is subtracting the largest and the smallest. Your interquartile range is looking at the box itself. So you're looking at the size of the box. All right, so let's try another one. Same thing again. I'm going to put my numbers in order from least to greatest. All right, then I'm going to circle my minimum and maximum because that's the 2 data points that are the easiest to find. Then I'm going to find my median. So I have 2 numbers in the middle of my data, so I'm going to add them together and divide by 2. So that means I have 27 divided by 2, which gives me 13.5. So from here, I'm going to find my lower quartile and my upper quartile, or my first quartile and my third quartile, however you want to say it. So I cross out on each side, and then I do the same thing over here. So if you look at it, you have 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers. So the data is split up equally. All right, so I have 5, then I have 11, then I have 13.5, then I have 15, and then I have 17. So my box consists of the center 3 dots, and then my whiskers go out to the minimum and maximum. So from there, I'm going to find my range and my interquartile range. So the range is going to be 17 minus 5, and I get 12. So the range of my data is my biggest number minus my smallest. And then the interquartile range is the sides of the box. So that's going to be 15 minus 11, which is 4. All right, then the last one that we're going to construct, I've already put the numbers in order for you from least to greatest. So you're going to circle your minimum and maximum. Then you're going to go through and find your median. All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know I did it right because I've got the same number of numbers on each side. Then I'm going to find my first quartile. So I have 2 numbers in the middle, so 7 plus 7 divided by 2. 14 divided by 2 gives me 7. And then I'm going to do the other side. 2 numbers in the middle again, 13 plus 13 divided by 2, so 26 divided by 2, and I get 13. So if you look, I have 3 numbers, 3 numbers, 3 numbers, 3 numbers. Okay, so I have the same number of numbers in each section. So I'm going to plot my points. So I have a 1, I have 7, I have 8, I have 13, and then 13 again. So it's important to know that I'm going to have one whisker on this box and whisker plot, because my maximum and my third quartile are the same number. So my range is going to be 13 minus 1, and I get 12. My interquartile range is the box side, so that's going to be 13 minus 7, and I get 6. So now I'm going to ask you to read the box and whisker plot. So you've got a box and whisker plot in front of you, and you need to be able to read it. So the minimum in this case is 1. The first quartile is 3. The median is 6. Third quartile is 9. Maximum is 11. So that's the 5-point summary. The range is going to be 11 minus 1, and I get 10. And the interquartile range is going to be the edges of the box. So that's going to be 9 minus 3, and I get 6. For the next one, doing the same thing. I'm pulling out my 5-point summary. So my minimum is 1. My first quartile, well, looking at it, it's probably 5.25. I don't know exactly. I'm going to do my best, and if I had answer choices, I could use process of elimination to help me determine. My median is that center line in the box, so I get 8. Then third quartile is 9. Maximum is 11. My range is going to be 11 minus 1, and I get 10. Interquartile range are the two edges of the box, so 9 minus 5.25 is going to leave me with 3.75 as my interquartile range. So for the cool down, I need you to figure out the data points that I'm giving you. So you're going to actually work it out, and you're going to take a picture of yourself working it out. Remember, the first step is to always put the numbers in order from least to greatest. You have to start there. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your day.